everybody, this your girl Cece with Where It Begins Magazine, and I have a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and who he is and what he does.
All right. My name is R. Prophet, formerly of the Nappy Roots, and I'm a hip hop artist, as well as I got my hands in a couple different things like cannabis and stuff like that too.
Okay, awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got to where you are today.
Well, ultimately, I was blessed. I originally from Oakland, California, and family moved from California to Kentucky, and I was fortunate enough to make it to college, and that's where I hooked up with the Nappy Roots, and we began a group, and we worked for a number of years, and in a deal with Atlantic Records, and our first album we came out with, went double platinum, so had some pretty good success.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations on that. But how was your experience working with the Nappy Roots?
Well, it was fun. We just, ultimately just kids in school. In college, you having a lot of fun and learning a lot about yourself. And I hooked up with a number of different brothers, man, and we end up locking the group as six rappers, six individuals. We all were solo acts, and we felt like no rapper had ever came out of Kentucky. Uh, so if we all joined teams, joined our powers and put all our forces together, then we could put Kentucky on the map, and things worked out. God blessed us.
Okay. Well, I love the Nappy Roots. I actually went to the event they had yesterday, which was really, really dope for Scales and his birthday. So that's been a bless. Like that's a classic song that I'll never ever get old.
Right.
But that leads me to my next question for you is let's talk about this book you have and the motivation behind it.
Okay. Well, the book, it's got a lot of different elements. It's kind of like an autobiography. So it just tells, about a lot of the struggles I had, as well as, many accomplishments. And ultimately, I just kind of wanted to get out my story. Many people, know me from the group, but never knew me as an individual, my background. Coming from Oakland, I was blessed to, be raised in a two-parent home. Back in Oakland, in the 80s, this was about the time that crack, really hit hard there. And, my parents, they, kind of indulged in some things of that nature. And, so I kind of just speak about my childhood. And, I speak, I was a victim of police brutality. I talk about, I was tased 15 times and fortunate enough to survive that. Also in the book, I discuss different things about the music business, how, you know, a lot of people prey on a lot of young Black individuals, particularly, and take advantage of you in the music industry. So, you definitely got to do your research and things of that nature. So I take you through a whole gamut of things to where, like, my bodyguard, he committed suicide. Uh, a number of years ago. So I talk about suicide. I was awarded $1 million like in 2005 over a discrimination case in Kentucky, and I just go into so many different subjects. Accountants, stealing. Uh, it's pretty good read. Pretty good read.
Okay, well, what's the name of the book?
So the book is called Ryan Prophet from Grams to Grammys. And like I said, it ultimately starts with, being in a household where drugs were around. And then about 14, I actually started getting into to that scene. And I, became a, young cat hustling in the streets of Kentucky. And so it kind of tells that journey all the way up to, now I'm a two-time Grammy nominated artist. So it gives you that whole parallel from Grams to Grammys. It was actually ranked #1 on Amazon, #1 bestseller. Put it out during the pandemic. I believe sometime in right when the pandemic maybe officially hit, March. I think I put it about the end of March or April. So it was the #1 best-selling book. And at that time, 50 Cent hadn't released his book just yet. I think he released it a month or two later. But my book was actually ranked number one, and his book was ranked number three at one time.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Well, I'm a bookworm, so I definitely would love to get an autographed copy from you. I definitely will. I read so many books, and then I have a book club, so I definitely will share it with my book club that I have also. I
Yeah.
go through probably a book a week, so
Okay, well that's good.
that's how much I love reading.
Yeah, that's awesome. You don't find too many readers now that information. People just want a little 5 minute clip or whatever you're doing. A lot of people not taking the time to actually open a book and learn about different things. But yeah, like I said, I really would appreciate that. People, all you got to do is go to Amazon, put in Ryan Prophet from Grams to Grammys. It'll pop right up, and yeah, I definitely would like to be a part of that book club.
Okay, well, I'm definitely we're gonna read it and make sure I tell you what I think about it. But where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Well, I got some different business ventures, but ultimately, I'm going to drop some new music within the next couple of
Okay.
months. So I'm anticipating that'll get a good reaction with the public. So that it'll bring more awareness not only to myself but to the book and some of the projects that I got, and people can kind of learn my story from the things that I've been over to overcome and do for myself as well as kind of help other people out as well. So um, honestly, I just see a bright future. I can't pinpoint everything. Everything, really is God's timing. My time has been off a lot, but many of the things that I've dreamed about has came to pass. So just continue to be more successful, accomplish more goals that I've set for myself, and really kind of capitalize off these new business ventures.
I got you. Well, with so much that you have been through and everything, what has been your biggest challenge? And it could be as far as in your career, in your personal life. Just what's that been your biggest challenge?
Well, with the incident with the police officers, they tased me 15 times. Obviously, not
Mm,
many people survive being tased 15 times. So I'm blessed
exactly.
that I'm able to be alive and tell my story and kind of inspire others to let them know, it doesn't stop there. You know, uh, my success is all about kind of spreading and inspiring other people. So it's just with that, you go through a major trauma. Since then, you go through therapy, something like that, where you basically almost lose your life. That messes with you. So I went through a state of depression. I was actually diagnosed with PTSD. And so there's, things, I still am affected. Like I got nerve problems, nerve damage in my hands. Uh, and when you go through something like that, it really does bother you. So I would say, the biggest battle is just, not, getting out of my head and understanding and grabbing just a sense of peace and, just to move forward, kind of heal, not only from the police brutality, but, when you been on a journey like me, and I think many of us have, uh, it affects you. And so sometimes you got to take some time out for yourself and really just think, about the things that you value. Think about how fortunate you are that you still do have breath in your lungs, and just heal over. Ultimately just healing. That's the biggest battle, and that's something every day. I know a lot of people talk about mental illness and mental health, and it's important to kind of find some things that actually triggers your brain, and you thinking properly, you thinking positive, you thinking about all the things that that you still want to accomplish. So yeah.
Mm. Well, I definitely want to send my prayers out to you because that is a lot, and it's a blessing to be here. So if you're going through that and still pushing and being strong, I salute prayers to you, definitely. But you're welcome. But we talked about your challenges. What has been one of your biggest accomplishments that
Uh,
you've had in your life and your career?
Well, I would say to be as an artist and be able to say I'm a two-time Grammy nominated, multi-platinum selling artist,
Mm.
that was always a dream of mine to sell millions of records. I've done that. to be nominated for Grammys. Those rank up there. So I probably would say that, and best is yet to come.
Okay. Well, I know you're working on some music right now, but what do you think is missing in today's music?
Development probably in artists. I think a lot of artists are just really just getting in there, and they go in there for 20 minutes, and they're happy that they made a song in 20 minutes, and not truly knowing most of that product that you make just so very fast. That's how fast it's going to stay with the public. It doesn't last. I'm fortunate enough to be considered, in the group. Many people call the group legends and legendary. We put a lot of time and effort and thought into the songs that we create, and I think you know many artists would do themselves justice if they surrounded themselves with people that would help develop their artistry and understand that to make classics, it takes a little time, it takes a little thought, and it's not all about just making a song in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's putting out great quality work. I would say, put more quality out rather than quantity.
Facts. But I like to ask when I interview people, since you've been in the game so long, what is three things that every artist needs to know?
The music
Just
business.
three.
We'll start there, right? There's a book by
Okay.
Donald Passman, All You Need to Know About the Music Business. I think that's a good book to read. Also, everybody's, your dream is not everybody else's dream. So because you
Hmm.
choose to pursue a dream, a music, entertainment dream, it doesn't mean that everybody is just supposed to just kind of just support you and be, just go to the end with you, because they have their own dreams as well. So even when you feel like you're not getting the support you feel like you deserve, sometimes it's not just that, it's other people have dreams as well. And you got to think about, you can't be selfish. uh, Make sure that you supporting those people as well. And for for most of us, these type of some of the things that's happened for me don't often happen for many artists. So you got to have a
Hmm.
certain drive, for yourself to make. You got to believe in yourself. And as you put out work, you will gain the type of attention, you will gain the type of following, you will gain the type of support that you think you deserve over time, when people see you really putting that time and you really care about what you're doing. So you got to have drive, believe in yourself. Definitely, I count my blessings every day. You get, you got to have faith, that things can occur. So you kind of, you got to put these things out in the world, speak things into existence.
I got you. I got you. But since you've been in the game for so long, how do you think the internet has impacted? Like, give me some advantages and disadvantages of how the internet has taken over the music industry.
Well, I think the advantages are you able to put out music anytime you want. I mean, I could put out a song right now if I like. Any artist across the globe can virtually put out music with the internet. So I think the
Hmm.
access to people uh, is is unlimited. That's a great thing. We came out where we had to sell CDs and tapes out the trunk and touch everybody person to person and get our name out there through word of mouth and things of that nature. Nowadays, all you got to do is wake up, you know, pull up your laptop and say, "Hey world, I'm here," and just try to drive traffic. You can buy ads to get attention. So I think that's a great advantage that everybody can put out music.
Okay. And what about the disadvantage?
It would be the same thing. Too many people putting out some weak ass music. you know, uh, polish up your skills first. But uh, I think those are some of the disadvantages, in a sense that how everything is run on algorithms. So now you got these big tech corporations, and they actually controlling how many people they're going to allow you to get. You know what I'm saying? To see your posts, to see your music. So I think there's a sense, even though you're able to put it out there, I think big tech is still having their hands because you know major record labels are putting money and they want to make sure that their artists are being seen first. So I think it's kind of tell of two things.
I got you. I got you. Now, out of all the places that you had toured, which one was your most memorable?
My most memorable would be Iraq. We went to Iraq and
Mm,
Baghdad. Went to Baghdad, and that was when we was at war, and we flew into the Saddam Hussein airport. But it was a great flight. We was on the flight, all major celebrities: Wayne Newton, Kid Rock, Alyssa Milano, Robert De Niro. Everybody was just on the plane, and we all. It's called the what's it called? It's ultimately it's called the USO tour, where all the prominent celebrities go over and kind of boost the morale of
okay.
soldiers. And so we were fortunate enough to be picked by the American soldiers. They wanted to see the Nappy Roots. So, we prayed on it. We like, man, they having a war. We might get hit by a bomb. But
Wow.
and so that's a real memorable experience. It was 140 degrees out there. You know what I'm saying? So that was some heat I never
Mm,
felt. Yeah. So in Iraq, make sure you
wow.
yeah, make sure you're hydrated out there because it's hot as hell. Yeah.
Well, at least you got a chance to experience that, and nothing went wrong over there, while you was over there. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a good thing. But what has been the best piece of advice you ever received?
Uh, believe in self. Quite simply, just
Mm,
believe in self. Uh, Again, many people, are dealing with so many different things, but I think a sense of
mm-hmm.
insecurity weighs down on a lot of people. Many even that show a lot of confidence. Many that just because they might show it, it doesn't mean that they really feel it internally, right? So I think just believing in self, and that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I love doing what I'm doing, and I believe in myself. So the things that I think, I really think they can occur.
Okay, all right. I think that's some motivational words. I think everybody should definitely believe in yourself. Definitely that. But right now, give us one message you would like to tell your fans.
Well, I just like to tell everybody, hey, I'm on Profit. Got a #1 best-selling book on Amazon, Ryan Profit from Grams to Grammys. Definitely check it out. You can learn a lot more about me and the way I was brought up, and maybe why I say the things I say and think the way I think. Um, and I have more music to come. Also working on a couple of movies that I'm very excited about. So I'll just let everybody know. Follow me on my social networks, R Profit Official, everywhere, and look forward to some of the new projects that I'm about to release.
Okay, awesome, and congrats. Now, I got this game that I like to do. It's not really a game, it's just a fun fact questions that I like to do at the end. So let's go with it. You ready?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so the first one is if you could change places with one person for one day, who would it be and why?
That's a good question. Uh, how about Jesus? Uh,
Ooh, and and why did you choose them?
just to be able to feel and see through his perspective on how he looks at the state of the world today, how he actually looks at all of us as individuals and then as groups, and how we coordinating. in the world today. I would just like to get a better understanding on how he really kind of what he really thinks about us.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay, so my second question is a two-part question. So, when you was a child, what did you want to be when you grow up?
You said a two part. I thought you said a two-part question. Okay. So
No, a two-part.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say I Tupac. Oh, I love him. You know, he's my favorite artist. But uh, what did I want to be at when I grew up, and what was the
When you
second?
was a child, like when I was a child, I wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah.
But what did you want to be when you was a child?
Well, as a child, I always wanted to become famous and on TV.
Mm.
I would tell you know, even in Oakland, maybe riding a bus with my brother, I'd be like, man, these people don't even know who they riding with. And, I always felt that I would become, somebody famous. So, yeah.
But it wasn't a certain, genre. Like you just did you think you wanted to be an actor? Did you think you wanted to be a rapper? It was just you just wanted to be famous, no matter what it was.
No, well, I knew I wanted to be famous. I knew it was going to be in entertainment and on TV. As to what, I didn't
Okay.
fully know. I have an acting background, just rapping made it for me. So I attended a youth performing arts school when I was in high school. So I used to do pretty well. My nickname was Baby Denzel. You know what I'm saying? So I got some acting chops. Uh, and, yeah, yeah. So a lot of people don't know that, but went to college and kind of got with the group and we made it rapping. So in that, I just always knew it would be in the entertainment field. I didn't quite know. I just knew I wanted to be famous and on TV.
Okay. Well, I can't ask my second part because usually it'd be if you wanted to switch it right now. Would you switch what you were doing today to what you wanted to be as a child? But I can't ask that question because you want to do entertainment and you're doing that now. So if you switch it, it's gonna be the same thing. I
Well,
got you. I got you. I got you.
I, if I could have changed, I'd rather just be a billionaire. Just, just make me a billionaire.
I think we all would just like to do that. I think
Yeah,
we all would. But yeah, it has definitely been a journey here. And I enjoyed you today. Thanks for interviewing with us also. I
appreciate
can't wait to check out your book and tell you what I think about it. I'm definitely gonna get it when I get offline with you today. But yes, keep up your grind, you know what I mean? You're doing great things and your testimony can go a long ways. So motivational speaking for you should be able to touch a lot of people when you tell your story, and especially with everything happening with the police these days. So
it. Right.
I definitely send my prayers to you. Um, Definitely.
Uh, helping me share my story. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But before we get out, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Okay, so on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you can follow me at R Profit Official. That's RPROPHET. RPROPHET official across all social networks. So you can just check me out there.
Awesome. Well, you enjoy your Thursday. Be blessed. Continue your grind. And I look forward to this new music, which is going to be dropping when? Give me the exclusive.
Oh yeah, it's coming soon. I believe within the next 2 or 3 months. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay, okay. Are you going to have some people collabing with you?
Yeah, yeah. I have
Or
some.
is this going to be just your journey, just by yourself?
No, I look forward to working with some different people. So we actually we're making some calls behind the scenes and seeing who we can get down with the project. I'm actually going in the studio about 7 o'clock. I got something I might want to demo out and send to Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. See if I can get one of them beautiful young ladies to be a part of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll be looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you got going on. But you have a blessed Thursday. Be safe out here, especially in these Atlanta streets. I know this weekend is Freaknik. I know we got too old for that, but Atlanta stay packed every weekend with some events. But
Yeah.
definitely be safe out there and
Okay.
enjoy the rest of your day.
Sounds good. Well, thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.